Hi everyone, so this is my first book related video on my channel. I've done a couple of others, like a couple of poems, but I've got my blog now which I talk about books and I thought, well, why not go to YouTube as well? So today I'm going to talk you through some of the books that I have on my bookshelf which I haven't yet read. I've had some of them for years, some of them I got yesterday. I will just literally say the name and the title unless they actually know what they're about or there's a reason I bought them, because I'm not entirely sure what some of them are about because I haven't read them. So let's get started. Before I Fall, Lauren Oliver. Wonder, R.J. Palacio. No idea what this one's about. Absolutely no idea. Just thought it looked good and it had good reviews. Love Letters to the Dead, Ava Delaria. Not sure how you say her name. Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, Jessie Andrews. Forgive Me, Leonard Peacock, Matthew Quick. We're All Completely Beside Ourselves, Karen Joy Fowler. This one looks so good, and I've already started it, to be fair. I'm on chapter 3 or 4. Regeneration, Pat Barker. This one I got yesterday for English. Probably not my choice of book, but Revolutionary Road, Richard Yates. Birdsong by Sebastian Faulks. This one I've had so many good reviews about, and I kept meaning to buy it. I never got round to it, and finally we had to read it for English, and so I bought it yesterday, and I can't wait to read it. Gone Girl, Gillian Flynn. I'm not interested in thrillers really, but as I was in the bookshop yesterday, and I work there every week, I told her to pick me one, and she picked me this. After Moonrise, PC Cast and Gina Water. I love PC Cast's work, absolutely love it. I've read all of the House and Wright books several times. I've read Goddess of Partholon novels. I've read a couple of the Goddess of Meaning series. Let It Snow with John Green, Maureen Johnson and Lauren Miracle. I was going to read this the other day and then I picked it up, opened it, and the first word I saw was Christmas, which I'm going to save it for Christmas then. The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodgkin. More Than This, Patrick Ness. And I have never read any of his, and they're meant to be amazing. This one's had really good reviews, and I need to read it. Ketchup Clouds by Annabelle Pitcher. I've read her other book, My Sister Lives on the Mantelpiece. The review is on my blog, I'll put a link down below. And I loved it, and I actually wanted to read this one first, but for some reason I got My Sister Lives on the Mantelpiece. I don't think they had this one when I bought that one. And I just can't wait to read it. And I love the cover. It's got that glossy feel that I really like. I'm really weird. Burial Rites, Hannah Kent. This is set in Iceland. I think that's probably the reason I want to read it, because I went to Iceland a couple of years ago and I loved it. The Girl with All the Gifts by M.R. Carey. Again, this is a thriller, but I got this in a set with Burial Rites and another book which I'll show you in a minute. And in all fairness, it does look good and I will give it a go, but thrillers aren't my thing, I guess. Uglies by Scott Westfeld. This is meant to be really good, but it's dystopian, and I went through a phase of loving dystopian and then I became not so keen. Life as We Knew It, Susan Pfeffer. Not entirely sure how you say his surname. I have tried reading this 3 or 4 times now, and it's really, really good, but I keep putting it down, and I don't know why, for some strange reason. But one day I will finish it and I will find out what happens in the end. Matched, Ali Condé. Small Steps, Louis Sachar. I read Holes in year 8 of school. I'm in year 12 now. And I thought, oh, I'll read the next book. So I got it. And 4 years later, I guess, because I think I did get it in year 8, haven't read it. Ashes, Ilsa J. Bitt. It's a sort of dystopian sci-fi, not entirely my kind of thing, but I Was Jane Austen's Best Friend, Cora Harrison. This is more of a child's book now, but I've had it for that long. I just want to read it. But I tried to read it, didn't like it that much, which is why it's still on my to-be-read pile. The Sky Is Everywhere, John D. Nelson. I have heard so many good things about this, and I've had it for so long. And I tried reading it, couldn't get into it. So I put it down, and now loads of good reviews have come out. So I think I'm going to try it again, and maybe I'll get into it this time. Jubilees, Shelley Harris. The Year of the Rat, Claire Furness. The Norfolk Mystery, Ian Sampson. I do like crime novels, but I'm not a huge fan of them either, and they've got to be well written in order for me to enjoy them. this one looks like it's got a bit of a twist in a way, that it's not a police drama completely based around the crime novel. And On Chesil Beach, Ian McEwan, which is meant to be really good. It's really short, and one day I'll just probably sit and read it in the afternoon. That's the first lot of my to be read pile collection. I think collection is probably a better term to describe it, seeing as I have so many. In my next video that I plan to do, I will probably carry on with showing you my to be read collection, because this bookshelf has 3 shelves and they've all got books on that I haven't read. In fact, it's like this pile that I've read, and that's about it. I'll see you next time. Bye!